All right. Welcome to Money Monday Marketing Call, baby. So great weekend. I believe everybody was there that was on the call. Absolutely fantastic weekend. We got some new team members. Everybody welcome Pat and Joe. They are on the call. Congratulate you guys for joining. So want to give you guys some recognition there for jumping in. 1 second, I had the all right. Okay. All right. So what we're going to be focusing on is creating on these Mondays, you guys generating your marketing business so that we can grow the team, continue to do great things and help and change people's lives. And getting this information out to the masses because it is needed, right? People are silently suffering and we want to be able to help them because we know that we have the best thing out there for them, okay? So, we keep things very simple and very easy. What we're going to be talking about is the going over the 4 money-making activities, okay? So we're going to be focusing on that because this is where you produce income, but ultimately this is where I've produced a lot of resources, deals, and connections, right? I can't tell you how many money lenders I've gotten from marketing Renatus, how many deals and how many great people and connections I've been able to acquire, not only to join Renatus, but ultimately just good friends and people inside the business, okay? So let me see. How many of you guys were on the founders webinar right now with Johnny Dessauer? Johnny D. Was it not a freaking awesome call? Why you guys can see why he's like my favorite instructor inside Renatus, right? Dude is an absolute beast. Dude, freaking beast, right? Super good guy, super cool guy. So what he's letting you guys know is there's a shift that's coming up and how to avoid it. What to be prepared for, right? Because we obviously can't predict exactly when it's going to change, when the correction. We're not thinking it's going to be a super huge crash, but what he told you was that the points in interest have gone up 0.25%, and what that's going to do is higher the inventory and slow down and raise the days on market. And I'm experiencing that firsthand. We have a flip in a market where we knew it was going to be a little bit longer, because it's a smaller market in Winton, but it's still taking longer than we anticipated, and that's what we're seeing in this market right now. We're seeing a slowdown. And it's not to say it's going to crash right now, but it's definitely slowed down, and we want to be aware of that, right? And how is that going to help our marketing business? Well, we know that what to be careful of. We know that we're educated, and we can help share that with people who are interested in real estate, right? Renatus is all word of mouth, so it's our job to be able to help people through that. Okay, so we can knowing that the market's going to shift, what we can do to be aware of. And one of the things he said is make sure you're in and out of deals very quickly. Make sure you're out of deals very quickly right now. And another thing he said is the market for problems. And what was the other one? There's another one. Problems and what was the other one? People. Okay, now what does that mean? Now, the great thing about talking to people about real estate and Renatus, it's all hand in hand. If you can talk to people, if you need to get better skills, the marketing side is going to help you develop those skills. And the skills are going to also transition and also to your real estate. So we're looking for peoples and problems, right? People have problems, whether it be they need to pay less on their taxes. They want the velocity banking, so they pay less, hundreds of thousands of dollars less in interest, okay? Or people need to know how to build wealth and supplement their retirement account. And so, you have to be observant of things on the market or what's going on around us. So what he's saying is You know, be aware of flips. And, you know, even wholesaling has that slowing. So how we can, when we're marketing, we're always looking for people, property, and resources, right? So I'm always looking for three things: people, property, and resources. So A, people, obviously with Renatus and deals. Properties, right? Same thing. And then resources is going to be the people, the lenders, partners. So we're always looking for these three things. So if we know how to approach people and how to talk to people, we have to come into in a way of an opportunity. We're showing them an opportunity to either A, be a part of Renatus, or B, be a part of our deal, right? Whatever you're out here looking to do. So what we want to be doing is working on that, right? And the first thing and the quickest way to do that while you're starting out, or especially when you're new and you're learning, is your warm market. Okay, we want to make a list of the top 25, really we want to say 50. Top 50 people that they're entrepreneur minded, have a good mindset. Maybe they have some money, but they don't have no time, right? Or they have time, no money, but you know that there's somebody you feel like A, would be a good fit for your Renatus business, or B, also to be, resourceful for your real estate business, right? We're always looking for the same thing. You treat this business as one. Okay, so we want to deal with our warm market because people do business with people they like and they trust. Okay, people do business with they like their trust. So A, you're going to get people in a lot easier rate for Renatus from people who are in your warm market. And also they're going to be a lot more inclined to maybe deal with you on a property, partner, lend, what have you. Okay. So warm market is what we're going to be focusing on. So you want to make a list. Okay. So we're going to have action items every week that you guys must complete every single week. Okay. Because what we need to create is make sure there's accountability and you guys are taking the action to drive the results. And I have no problem staying on that. Okay. Action items. We're going to make our top 50. Okay. And what we're going to do is you want to have a tracking system of what you're going to be doing. Because every week I'm going to be calling on you guys and we're all going to come off the line and say what we did this week, what we accomplished, what we're moving forward in. Okay. So top 50. And I want you to track who you contact and how many you talk to, right? So let me actually write this down. So we're going to track. Okay. And this is going to help you guys getting out there. Everybody should know you're in real estate, and everybody should know that you can help people get started with real estate and that you work with the team. All right. So this is going to help you in both facets of business. So we want to make a list of the top 50, and then we want to contact them and reach out to at least 25 of them this week. All right. Okay. So boom. So what are some of the things you guys should be telling these people when you contact them? Type it in the chat. Okay, yeah, building a team. So let me see. What else? Why is this thing so small? Let me see. Okay, we have Velocity Banking. Now, I want you guys to be aware there's a difference between openers. So you guys, yeah, so that's good. Velocity Banking, real estate building a team, right? That's what you're doing. You're looking to help people. Velocity Banking, taxes. Okay, you have people who might be interested in Velocity Banking, taxes, who are interested in actual real estate investing themselves, and let them know that you're building a team. Okay, so I want you guys to, how do you say, you know, especially when you're new, this is a great thing where you can just literally, because you know so little, but you know that this is life-changing information. You know, ignorance on fire is better than knowledge on ice, right? So what's going to be key is framing it in a question, like, you know, you've seen a couple openers, asking people, right? So you can reach out, you can text them, call them. But, you know, obviously you want to let people know you're in real estate investing if they don't already, right? All right. So, hey, just letting you know, I work with a nationwide team of investors. And if you or someone you need to know needs to sell, please let me know so we can make it easy, simple and easy. Right. I offer referral fees. Okay. It's simple, easy. Just like, hey, you know, it's kind of backdoor approach. If you know anybody, if you or you know somebody, because usually it's going to be like that, it's going to be of somebody you know that they know. Right. So that's a real estate opener, right? So you know I work with a nationwide team of investors if they don't know you're in real estate already. Okay. All right. So there's so many different things you guys can create your own, right? So let's see, let's look at some other ones. I also offer referrals fees, right? And let them text you back, you know, whatever. And then you can also throw in there, have you ever see how it's so nonchalant, right? If you know I offer referral fees, okay, great. You know, I'll let you know. Cool. So, you know, let me ask you this: have you ever considered getting involved in real estate investing yourself? You know, I just started working with this team, and we meet on Wednesday for Cash Road. You want to be my guest, right? You don't know much about it. You just started working with them. Just invite them out, right? You're just inviting people out. You know, the main thing is to get people in the room of the events and let the system do it for you. This is all we're doing is we're just driving events. Okay. So I didn't put this up earlier, but The 4 money making activities. Let me just put this out. You find the people, you tell the story, you build for events, and then you follow up, right? Guys, the Renatus itself will sell itself. Let the system take care of it, right? So you want to get people to these events because that's where they're going to expose to our team, you know, for them, from their experience. So that's all you guys should be focusing on, is getting people into the room, getting people into our cash flow games, getting people there, because they're going to be able to see it in person. They're going to be able to see the community that we can help them and what we have to offer. And then you don't have to worry about saying anything, right? Let me talk to them, right? So we're just brainstorming on ways to get your top 50 people into an event. That's what we're focusing on, right? Getting your top 50 people into the room for an event. Okay. So also know who your audience is, right? So if you know they have the 30-year mortgage, right? You can, one of the biggest statements you guys are going to find is, I just learned, to be able to tell one of your good friends, because what that does is it puts you in a position of, hey, I just learned this and I think it's phenomenal, and you deserve to know this information too. Guys, we're doing them a favor and we're doing them a disservice if we don't tell them, right? So I just learned how to pay off okay? I just learned how to pay a 30-year mortgage off in a fraction of the time without any extra income or changing my lifestyle. I don't know much about it. I'm just learning. Why don't you come out Wednesday night and be my guest? Okay. Well, it just takes off the pressure from you. You just learned it. You don't know much about it either. Come out, play cash flow, talk to Jose. He'll be able to give you some more information on it. Right? Okay, and then Bob had a really good one. So also, okay, so look at this one. I'm building a team. I'm getting into real estate investing. I'm putting together a team of some dynamic individuals in the valley. I don't know your situation right now. You might be happy with where you're at, but I'm looking for some sharp people like you. Have you ever considered getting involved in real estate? Right? So what these are doing, these are openers, these are teasers. You don't want to give them all the information, and quite honestly, you don't want to mess it up for them either. We can't serve people unless we sell them. So what might be a perfect opportunity for Renatus, if you throw up on them, or if you give them too much information, or if you explain it incorrectly and you ruin that experience for them, that's shame on you, right? You don't want to hurt somebody's experience in Renatus just because you're doing too much. Less is more. You want to say as little as much as you possibly can and get them to the event so that they can see what's going on, experience it for themselves, and then we can answer any questions. Okay. So just be aware of that, right? These are people that just let them know, hey, I don't know much, but I know that I'm learning some great stuff. We're working with this great team. We meet on a weekly basis. You deserve, right? You deserve to check it out, right? They deserve it, okay? Yeah, Pat, you can email it out. This is also be recorded as well, okay? So, all I want you guys to do, I'm not going to give you guys anything else because we want to just be effective, and we're going to roll call, right? Scott Rowe talked about it over this weekend, roll calling every week, talking about what it is that you're doing, how many people did you talk to, what events do you have them booked for, right? So we're going to be doing this with I'm going to be calling on you guys on Mondays, and then when I see you on Wednesdays, I'm going to know too who's been putting in the effort and who hasn't, right? You guys are going to be surprised. Don't get that story out of your head if you have a problem inviting people out, because we have the best thing out there. We know we can help people pay less in taxes. We know we can get people from the banking system. We know that people want to build wealth. We know people have retirement accounts. Maybe they don't want to invest or be the front runners of investing, but they want to put into deals. Okay. And remember, when you're talking to somebody, you always drive them to an event, whether that be in Sacramento or our Wednesday cash flow. Okay. And just by the way, our next cash flow is not this Wednesday. It is next Wednesday, the 10th. Okay. But Mark or Mr. Andres, can you tell me, do we have the roundtable for Wednesday? This Wednesday and next Wednesday. Perfecto. Okay. So it's up to you guys, but I would like to have a it's not on my meetup. My meetup is for next Wednesday. But what I want to do is maybe just have a team-only training or team-only meetup on this Wednesday. Okay, how do you guys feel about that? Do you guys want to take off this Wednesday, or do you want to freaking go the extra mile and ramp this thing up? That's what I like. Extra mile, baby. Ramp it up, baby. That's what I like to hear. Actually, it was not even an option. I was going to make you guys anyway. All right, so this Wednesday, we're going to, we'll meet at roundtable, same spot, but it'll just be for the team, okay? So what I'm going to want to see is, so by Wednesday, I'm going to want to see, this is perfect. I'll give you guys a week to do something, it won't get done, okay? So Wednesday, I want your top 50. I want to see it written out, and I want to see how you're tracking it. And I want to see you contact at least 20 people, or it's tomorrow. Tomorrow's Tuesday. Well, if you do 25, do half of 25. So do 15 people. Okay. this way, you guys do it quickly. Top 50 people you're tracking, how you're tracking them, right? Whether that be in your phone, like how Scott Rose said, he would just put, however, whatever works for you. I just need to see the people you're contacting and how you have it structured, okay? So that's what we're going to do. That's what we're going to do for this week. We're going to keep it super simple and easy, baby. What else do we have? Okay. Now, also, when you guys are out there talking to people, these are things you can just talk to people that you're just talking to normally, people just out and about. Me and Efren were at the hotel lobby and talking to the gentleman, the bartender over the weekend. And he's, he wants to get in real estate. He's been around, lived in different markets. He just feels like he doesn't have the time. I said, well, that's very interesting, sir. I totally agree with you. I wanted to get my time back, but that's actually the reason why I got into real estate, because I want to free up my time. And he just looked and he's like, oh, okay, that makes sense. Right? And now he's going to go to a meeting out in Sacramento. Okay. So that's another way, guys. You always want to be out there talking to people, property, and resources, right? We're looking for people, properties, and resources. People, properties, and resources. He didn't really have a house he could sell me that he knew somebody wanted to sell, but he was interested in real estate. Right? I don't know his situation, so I don't know where he's at. But you'll be surprised some of the people who have money. Right? So, that's something to always be thinking about. These are things you can talk to people, have a conversation with people with too. Okay. Okay. Any questions? I want everybody to type Y in the chat, because I do not want to hear that you did not know what was supposed to happen. Either if I see you Wednesday or if I see you next Monday call. Alrighty. Perfect. Now, this is what we're driving for, right? We're creating this system, or we're creating this environment to drive and produce results, right? So we're going to be doing these roll calls. You guys are going to be driving the business. So you guys are going to be more my leaders and helping me out with events and those things. For our Tuesday calls, we're going to be changing up how we do study groups. You guys heard how Scott Rowe was talking and how they, what they do to, to engage with their study groups. So that's what we're going to be going over tomorrow. So a lot of these things I'm going to be covering with you on Monday nights, so you guys can drive the standards throughout the team. Because I don't have all the time in the day to be answering questions. Make sure you guys are typing into the GroupMe chat, and you guys as my leaders, I need you guys to be helping the other team members with those questions or things that they need help with, right? So I'm going to be coming to you guys with the ideas first of what's going to be happening, and those different things, right? So we're going to be starting with the roll call every week, right? What are you doing? What did you do this week? How many people did you talk to? What's working for you? What's not working for you? And we're going to be doing the same thing on the Tuesday calls, right? And we're going to be making sure that the study groups are in a way that everybody gets their epiphany moments from them, and that they're taking those nuggets and then they're implementing them. Okay. So we're really going to be driving that system and those standards of accountability and that standard and culture of results, and fun. We want to keep it fun, but we want to keep the action live, right? And so that's something we're really going to be having a standard of, and we expect every single one of us to be a part of that. Okay. Because we have a golden opportunity right now to help this market we have. And that's what we're going to do. Okay. Domination, baby. Okay. So we got that. We talked about the roll call. Perfect. Now, what we're doing is, if you guys see, Sam Pat, I'm pretty sure you know 50 people. You are such a great person. I know that you do. Okay. Now, over the weekend, you guys seen Sam wear his pink tutu, okay? And what that was a failure to hit his goals, right? Didn't come short. So what we're going to be doing, because I told him he has 90 days in order to complete the challenge, or there's going to be severe, more embarrassing consequences, okay? 12 months is too long. All right, so what we're going to do is we're going to do this little competition, okay? We are going to have a fun competition. Hugh is doing it for the whole team, so you guys are actually involved too. But we got to first get you guys certified or qualified first in order to get those bigger checks, right? So the goal for everybody right now is to simply get 5-star. Okay. Once you're 5-star, you get the full 50% commission checks and you start building your own team directly. Okay. So that is the goal for everybody right now. It's just the beginning mark of it, but all you need to do is sell 2 combos, depending on where you're at. Okay. So what we're going to do is anybody who 5 stars under me, Hugh's having an event. I believe if you hit $40,000 in income, you get a trip to Hawaii. Okay. Anybody, a trip to Hawaii in February. I believe it is in February. Excuse me. So what I'm going to do now, this is you have to be my direct team if you're not, talk to your 5-star, because I'm reinvesting it back into you, right? I'm reinvesting. If you, Frank, I guarantee you, if you tell Mr. Sadler, if I get 5-star, are you open to this? I'm sure he would be. Okay. We have no problem reinvesting the money back into our team. I don't know if you guys noticed that. That's a common theme within the leaders. Leaders create more leaders, and that's what we're trying to do here. Okay. So the money you're going to generate, I'm going to reinvest it back into you. Okay. So the goal for everybody is get 5-star. With Hugh, I don't know how you guys thinking. I'm thinking that I would credit you guys a trip somewhere if you guys get 5-star within the next 90 days. Okay, I've just thrown it out there. I'm just thinking about it. I'm going to have this competition in place, but I want to figure out what some of the prizes you guys want. Is it a trip? You need a new laptop, maybe a nice suit, okay? Custom suit, that's what I should say, baby. I love custom suits. Okay, all you have to do is get 5-star. Okay, I'm personally looking at the trip in Hawaii, and if you guys are open to that, if you get 5-star, I'll pay for your trip to Hawaii up to $2,000, okay? Any more than that, then you guys are living lavish. Okay. So what, Pat, you are so on point. So your guys is also your goal or your action item is to go through the comp plan. Okay. You guys have to know the comp plan and know how to be able to do that. Okay. So let me see. Let's get this thing a little bit more. So top 50, tracking, right? And then we're also going to do, you're going to go to best earnings.com. Okay. Bestearningsplan.com. And that's how you guys are going to be able to figure out the comp plan. This is going to help you guys too with, let me see here. I'm actually going to, I'll type it in the chat and then I'll email. So that's what I'm doing, man. I'm going to hit my mark and I'm going to be in Hawaii. The thing is, who's going with me, right? How many people are you willing to help so that you can go and have a nice week in Hawaii? Okay. And guess what? You get to write it off on your taxes, baby. All right, so I'm going to send out an email while I have you guys on the line, because if not, I will. Okay, so we have that. So any questions about it? All right, so what I'm going to do is I just emailed that script and then, or those scripts, the things we were talking about. Let me see here what's going on. What's going on? Give me a second, guys. Okay. Okay. So action items, I'm also going to include it. Top 50 tracking contacted when you book for cash flow Wednesday the 10th. Okay, watch the comp plan. Okay, so next week when you get on this call, and if you don't do this, you're gonna have to come on the line and tell everybody why you didn't do it. Okay, so be aware of that. If you don't do it, you will have to come online and tell your whole team on why you didn't complete these simple tasks. Okay. Team meeting Wednesday the 3rd. Competition, baby. So you have 90 days to get 5-star to Hawaii up to 2K. And you get to write it off. Okay. Sent. Perfecto. All right. So pretty easy, guys. This stuff is pretty easy. Super exciting. What we do, and I'm going to join the process. Okay. So grateful you guys are my team. I want to congratulate every single one of you guys. Like I said, we're creating this force and this standards in this environment of success and activity and growth. I'm more than here to help. So make sure if you need 3-way calls, you text me and we can figure it out. If you have some players you really want to talk to, let's work it out. Do a 3-way. But we're setting the standards, tracking what we're doing, and taking action items. If you don't do it, you're going to have to come on the line and tell everybody why you didn't. Don't be that guy. right? Alrighty, guys. Well, that's all I have for you tonight. Go out there and contact your warm market. See how we can help them. And then let me know. Any questions before we end this call? I think we're all good, huh? Alrighty. You guys have a good one. All right, let's get it. Can we get a training on Helios? Yes. Make sure you guys are using Helios. Make sure you guys are only watching your classes through Helios, okay? That's another standard we're going to be holding people up for is when we're doing study groups and we're watching our education, we must do it through Helios now. We want to track everything we do, and that's what Helios does. I don't know if you can do for your I think you might. I'm not sure. Yeah, I'm not sure about the contacts. I don't know if I was in there for that portion. I know there's a few of my contacts in there. Go in and play with Helios because there's a lot of tools like they mentioned that we're not taking advantage of, and that's what we got to do. So here, real quick, let's just do this real quick. I'll have you guys on the call. Okay. So you guys should be getting into Helios. You guys go when you're logging in right here. Right, you guys go to your Helios. And if you haven't, put your email and then put forgot password in. It should be able to give you a password, okay? You can see here you have your education, your dashboard, your course library. I wanted Vanessa on the line. She's not on here. So when you're getting started, they also show you which learning path to go through. But we want to make sure you're going through your education. I haven't even been watching it on here. And I should have. As you can see, there's 0.7% of my AIT and 0% of my progress. So it shows you how much you're watching, right? And then it'll show you the essentials, which ones you should be looking at first, and which order to watch the classes. Like, it's some really freaking good stuff. Like, it really is. So we want to be staying and setting that standard in our study groups. Everybody, it starts with us as the leaders. We're watching our classes through Helios, okay? We're watching our classes through Helios. Now, it also has our real estate documents in here. If you guys go in here, we buy houses letters, velocity banking calculator is in here, transfer and agreement. There's over 200 documents in here. Okay, so you have all your real estate documents in here. Seller's checklist, like, okay, well, what is a seller's checklist? Well, let's look at that. Okay. Ensure proper names for its offer, specified date. I mean, it has a lot of stuff in there. A lot of great, great things. Okay. And if you go to the marketing tab, I don't know if you can put new, I think you're saying you can put your contacts in there. Well, Pat's in there. Protection coming soon. So you can add people in here. I just don't think so. Yeah, I guess you can. But let me see. Register for an event. The only problem is, so you could probably put them in there so you can track them in campaign. So what they're going to have is they're going to have market or email campaigns that are automated so that we don't have to send emails to people who are interested in Renatus, right? So it looks like you can register for event, but the calendar is not up, not interested, do not call. Like, there's a lot of good stuff going into it. Not interested. Wow, it's kind of cool. Register for an event. So you still have to register people in the calendar. This is just dead stuff. So, but focus on going through your class. We'll do this another one. I don't want to do too much tonight in 1 hour. So focus on going through your classes through your Helios, and then we'll start working on figuring out the marketing side over here. But the education side is what you should be focusing on when you're going through your classes. Okay. So make sure you guys are doing that for your classes. Okay. Mandatory. All righty, guys. Hope you guys have a good night. I will talk to you guys tomorrow on the call. Make sure you guys are getting your classes done. We'll be doing some roll calls. I hope you guys have a good night.